Alright, welcome to the final video of the section. I hope you got on well with the challenge. Congratulations if you solved it. If you didn't solve it, don't worry, we're going to walk through it together. Make sure that you take notes and learn from this experience so that you're successful next time. So let's dive straight in, and I'm going to jump to my VM, and we're just going to come in and enter a coupon code, ASD, and hit validate. And unsurprisingly, we get invalid coupon code. So I've already got traffic going to Burp Suite, so I'll just switch over to here. And interestingly enough, we get a 500 internal server error. So let's send this straight over to Intruder. So hit Control I, and let's take a look. So I think I left a hint for this, but the first thing I want to think about is this payload that's been highlighted. If we send all of our payloads that are enclosed in quotes, it's probably going to be interpreted as a string. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to clear this, and I want my payload to be the whole thing. So that's one thing that I'm going to do. And the second is I'm going to come in and I'm going to load in a SQL injection payload list. So I'm just going to click add from list, and if I can find it, SQL, fuzzing, SQL injection, and then I'm just going to click start and see what comes back. And I'm looking for the same things that we looked for in the lab, so status code and length. And I think all we can really see is one status code of 500 if we send the initial request, and then we get 422 after that, so unprocessable entity. So it doesn't actually like our input, but interesting that we're getting some different results back, some different error messages back, which again hints that we might be able to get SQL injection. So error messages in this case are always a good thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this, and then there's not a NoSQL injection list included in Burp Suite, so I'm just going to load, and then I'm going to go to, I'm going to go to user, share, seclists, and then we're going to try discovery. Nope, we're not going to try discovery. We're going to try fuzzing and databases, and there is a NoSQL list here. And as you can see, this is all NoSQL, and things like greater than are very similar to not equals. So these are some of the payloads, or similar to the payloads that we used in the lab. So the list isn't very long. I'm just going to hit start attack. And interestingly enough, we don't really see many results. So all the status codes are the same. We do get some different lengths. So, but they're all very close together. So 459, 447, 449. I'd want to see something a little bit more out there to verify this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down, and I wonder if the URL encoding is breaking this. So I'm just going to switch off URL encoding. Always something to try if you're not getting any results or any luck with your results. Click start attack. So we can come down, and again we get 422, and actually if we look closely, there is a 200 here in the list. So it looks like greater than blank actually yielded some results, and we got our coupon code. We would have also seen this if we'd just skimmed down the list, and you can see it kind of blink up, but the length isn't that different. So in this case, it would have been tricky to see from the length, but the status code gave it away. If we'd grepped for the reverse of invalid, we would have also found this as well. So let me show you this quickly. So we'll just go for invalid, negative search, hit apply, and you can see that we find our results. So if we had tens of thousands of results, this would be the most effective way of finding it, or by filtering on the status code. Again, depends on the situation. We've got to exhaust all possibilities, and being thorough is really a big part of web application security. So that's it for this section, and I hope you're enjoying the journey as much as I enjoyed making these videos. Our next stop is the mid-course capstone, so I'll see you there.